Hello and welcome to our kind of tutorials, or I don't know how to call them, related with the topic possibility and obligations. I'm going to try to explain to you through this video about the topic, and obviously it will be an aid that I prepare for you in order to explain it. Well, first of all, remember that we have these modal verbs that mention a possibility or an ability. The first one is can or no, could or can. According with the American pronunciation or American phonetics, this one is can and this one is can. And in the other side, we have to and don't have to, and then I'm going to explain you how it works. Well, where we are going to talk about something that it's an ability that you can do or something that you can perform, we use can or can't, or and by the other side we have the uses of can as permission. And for have to and don't have to, it's something that it's necessary or it's not necessary to do. Okay? And this time, for example, we have this one, this sentence. Susan can speak 5 languages. We talk about an ability. And this part is important. If you're going to use a modal verb, in this situation can, the verb that you must use will be in an infinitive way. In this situation, speak. It's not speaking, it's not spoken or spoke. No, it's only with an infinitive way. And in this side, if you are going to give something that it's not allowed to do, or something that you don't have enough permission to do it, it's with the modal verb can't. You can talk in the library. And it's the same rule. If you are going to use the modal verb can't, you have to add the verb into infinitive way. It's incorrect if you add a suffix for it. And in the situation for have to, it's almost the same, but it expresses something necessary. For example, I have to study for the exam. And it's important to remember that if we are going to use the preposition to, our verb must be in an infinitive way. It's the same case like can. If you are going to add to, the verb must be in an infinitive way. And now what about the negative part? If you have, for example, you don't have to color your hair. If you're going to give the negative part, oh my gosh, that doesn't work. You have to add this one, the particle don't, because if you write, for example, you haven't to, it's not correct because you're talking about something in present perfect, not as an obligation, not as a modal verb. So every modal verb needs a particle or an auxiliary that makes me know that we are talking into negative form. So in this case will be the correct one. Well, I have to post it because my marker doesn't work. I'm sorry. There's another way that you can express this kind of sentences, that it's with the contraction. Instead of write the full word I have, you can give the contraction like this: I've to study. Or I have. Both are correct. So if you want to write it into American English or into British way, both are correct. Okay? This part it's to express something in a present tense. But what if I want to change it into a past way? We have to change can and we have to change have to. Well, for the past way, we have to add could or couldn't. And for the have to or don't have to, you have to change it into have to and didn't have to. Why? Because remember that if we have this auxiliary, our verb must be in an infinitive way. It's something about the rules of the simple past, so don't forget them. Now, how will be an example? Only changed the modal verb can into could. I only erase the modal verb can because it's only one thing that we have to do. Instead of write can, we can change it into could. Susan could speak 5 languages, and it's the same word but something in the past. And in this situation, you couldn't talk in the library. Maybe the rule changed or something like, and now you can talk in the library. We don't know. It's only an example. And well, this is the only way that we have to change for the modal verb can and could. This is in past. Now, what about have to or didn't have to? It will be the same. Instead of write have, we can only add have, and it's the same sense. I have to study for the exam, or in this situation, remember that the auxiliary were don't, so in this part will be didn't. You didn't have to color your hair. So I hope that with this explanation will be clear in order to answer the exercises, and if you have any question, don't forget to mention it. Thank you very much.